Hello students, I welcome you all in the next lecture of algebra, that is mathematics 1. We are studying chapter number 5, that is probability. Okay, and we have started with problem set, and from that we have completed 11 sums. 11 problems are completed by us. Now I am moving towards the 12th problem. Okay, so let us see problem number 12. I am reading the question first. A bag contains 3 red, 3 white and 3 green balls. One ball is taken out of the bag at random. What is the probability that the ball drawn is red, not red, either red or white? Okay. So here we are provided with one random experiment that a bag is containing these 9 balls and one ball is taken out at random, and we have to find out the probability for these 3 different events. The 3 different conditions are provided to us. So let us write down the sample space by using the first statement. So 3 balls are red, 3 are white and 3 are green. So red we will take as R1, R2, R3. White we will take as W1, W2, W3 and green we will take as G1, G2, G3. So our first statement, let the 3 red balls be R1, R2, R3, 3 white balls be W1, W2, W3 and 3 green balls be G1, G2 and G3. Now combining all these sample points, we can write down the sample space S. Okay, so write down sample space S as R1, R2, R3, W1, W2, W3, G1, G2, G3. It's a set and you have to separate every element by comma. That you have to keep in mind. Okay. So 3 plus 3 plus 3, we have 9 sample points. Therefore, n of S is 9 here. Okay. So let us go towards now the conditions or the events. The first event we will take as A. So we will write down the statement that let A be the event that the ball drawn is red. So now we will choose the sample points from sample space. Here we want only red. So we are having 3 sample points, R1, R2 and R3. Therefore, set B we can write as, set A we can write as R1, R2 and R3. 3 elements are there. And therefore, number of elements in set A is equal to 3. That means n of A is 3. Now we have to find out probability. So write down the formula for probability. That probability of event is equal to number of sample points in that event divided by number of sample points in sample space. Or simply we can write down P of A is equal to N of A upon N of S. So here N of A is 3 and N of S is 9. So after reduction we are going to get 1 upon 3. So this is the probability of event A. The probability is 1 upon 3. Okay. Complete it. Then I will go towards the next event. That is second event. The ball drawn is not red. Write all the things very properly. As I have said, this statement also you need to write down. You need to write down the condition there that A denotes event A, and therefore we are writing set A as R1, R2 and R3. Okay, so you need to describe this set. Please keep that in mind. Okay, I hope you must have completed it. Let us go towards the second event, that the let A be the event that the ball drawn is not red. Not red means what? It is either green or either white. That means you will write down all the sample points, leaving the 3 red ones. That is R1, R2, R3 you are not going to write. So set B you will write as W1, W2, W3, G1, G2, G3. Okay. We are writing the set A here in the curly brackets, and the number of sample points here in this event B are 6. N of B is equal to 6. Now we will write down the formula for P of B. P of B is equal to N of B upon N of S. So 6 upon 9 again. So the answer here is what? 2 upon 3. Number of sample points here are 6 in event B and number of sample points in sample space are 9. So 6 divided by 9, which we can reduce to 2 upon 3. Okay. So this is the probability for event B. Now let us go towards the third condition or the third event. Let us take that as C. Let's see with the event that the ball drawn is red or white. Either red or white. Okay. So we have to think of R1, R2, R3 and W1, W2, W3. So you can write down set C as with the elements R1, R2, R3, W1, W2, W3. Okay. Green is not there. So don't write with the G1, G2 and G3. Again here N of C is what? 6. So we can write down P of C as N of C upon N of S, that is 6 upon 9 equal to 2 upon 3. In this way we have found out the all three probabilities or possibilities for different 3 events, for different 3 conditions. Please complete it. Write down all the steps carefully. Here you will find that the method for every problem is same. In other chapters what we find is the methods are different for different problems, but here it is similar. Everywhere we are using only one formula of probability. Only you have to replace the letters A, B and C. Otherwise the steps are similar. Okay, so let us go towards next question, that is question number 13. Okay, so I am reading the question. Each card bears one letter from the word mathematics. The cards are placed on a table upside down. Find the probability that a card drawn bears a letter M. Okay, now here we cannot write sample space. Why? Because I told you that sample space is in the form of set, and in set repetition of elements is not allowed. Okay, so we cannot write the sample space in the form of set. Instead we are going to write directly the sample points, number of sample points. Okay, so count the number of letters here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. Total 11 letters are there. What you will observe is M is repeated, A is repeated. Okay. So we cannot write down the sample space as a set because we have the limitation that we cannot write a element twice in set, or we cannot repeat the element. Okay. Even if you write, nobody is going to give you wrong, but what I told, did you understand that why I am not writing a sample space here? Because repetition is not allowed. So only I am writing that the word mathematics is having 11 letters here, and therefore N of S is 11. Okay, so that you need to write. The number of letters in the word mathematics is what? 11. Okay, so here we can write down that the number of cards that bear the letters is equal to 11. Okay, every card is having one letter on it. Okay, so therefore we can write down N of S as 11. Okay, now let us see the condition, or let us discuss about the event. Here the cards are placed on the table upside down, means what? In the reverse way, we cannot see the letters, and they have asked us for the probability that the card drawn bears a letter M. So here total number of letters are 11. Again, as I have said, M is repeated. So again we cannot write down the set for the event A. We have to directly write down the number of sample points only. So let us first describe this event, that let A be the event that the card bears a letter M. So how many cards are there with letter M? Since letter M is appeared twice, we will be having 2 cards. Okay, so there are 2 cards with letter M, and therefore the number of sample points in this event, that means N of A, is equal to 2. Now we know n of a, that is 2, and we know n of s, that is 11. So can we write down the probability now by using the formula? Yes. P of a is equal to n of a upon n of s, that is 2 upon 11. Okay, so this was a short question. Please copy it down. As I have said, even if you write sample space, it is okay, but you will be logically wrong. So avoid writing it. Instead of that, you write down the statements like this. That will be better. I hope you must have completed it. I am going towards the next question, that is question number 14. I am reading the question first. Out of 200 students from a school, 135 like kabaddi and the remaining students do not like the game. Okay, that means total students are 200 and there are two types of students. That some, that means 135 they like kabaddi and remaining do not like kabaddi. Okay, now if one student is selected at random from all these 200 students, that means from all the students, find the probability that the student selected doesn't like kabaddi. Now take a note here, 135 they like kabaddi, and here we have to find out probability of the students, those who doesn't like kabaddi. In hurry, you will think that 135 is given, 200 is given, so just write down the probability as 135 upon 200. No. So be very careful here, read the question properly. We have to find out the probability that the student selected doesn't like the kabaddi. So let us write down first the number of sample points. Okay, that is n of a here is 200. But n of a is not 135 because this is not the event which is given. The condition is different. Okay, so we need to find out number of students, those who doesn't like kabaddi. Okay. So let us write down the statements properly. That total number of students are how many? 200. Okay. Out of that, we can write down n of s as 200 because all the students, now we are selecting one student from all the students. So here n of s is what? 200. Now from these 200 students, 135 students, they like kabaddi. So number of students who like kabaddi is equal to 135. But we want the students, those who doesn't like kabaddi. So we, by subtracting these two numbers, we will get the number of students who doesn't like kabaddi. Okay. So therefore the number of students who do not like or does not like kabaddi is equal to what? 200 minus 135, that is 65. Now this is our n of a. Okay. Now we are going to take the event. That event A is the event so that the student selected doesn't like the kabaddi. Okay, so don't select the event here. First find out this, that the number of students, those who do not like kabaddi, and then write down the condition for event. That let A be the event that the student selected does not like kabaddi, and therefore n of A is 65. Now we can write down the probability. P of A is equal to n of A upon n of S, that is 65 divided by 200. Now both these numbers are divisible by 5. So divide by 5 both the places and we will get the ratio as 13 upon 40. The probability as 13 upon 40. Okay. So I hope you must have understood the question here. Please copy it down. write all the steps properly. It was again a short question. Okay, so I'm going towards my next question. Those who are not completed, pause the video and write. I'm going towards question number 15. See, question number 15 is star mark. That means it is somewhat different to the questions which we have seen. A two-digit number is to be formed from the digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Repetition of the digits is allowed. Okay, so this is the difference here. In all previous examples where we are having two-digit numbers formed, repetition was not allowed. But here in this case, repetition is allowed. So this is little bit different. Okay. Find the probability that the number so formed is a prime number, multiple of 4 and multiple of 11. That means again 3 events are given to us. 3 different conditions are given to us. First of all, let us write down the sample space of all the two-digit numbers which are formed with the digits 0, 1, 2. Now see, the first number formed here is 1, 0, 10. Please take a note that you cannot write 0, 1. 0, 1 is not a two-digit number. The smallest two-digit number, you know that it is 10. So you have to start with that. Okay. So be very careful while writing the sample space. So let us write down the sample space here. Okay. So I have written the sample space using these 4 lines. I told you why you have to write it like this, so that you can see the numbers properly. Also, it is possible for you to write down all the events and to find the numbers here. Okay. So see, repetition is allowed. So very first number is 10. Then we have 11. Then 12, 13, 14. Similarly, we have to write for the second. Now 2. So 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay. Then we will start with 3 and 0. So 3, 0, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. And finally, we have to write for 4. So 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. Okay. In previous all the examples, repetition was not allowed. So such numbers 11, 22, 33, 44, they didn't appear there. But here they appeared. Why? Because they have told us additionally that repetition is allowed. And there they told that repetition is not allowed. Okay. So here see, 5 numbers in each line and we have 4 lines. So n of s is equal to 20. Okay. So now you understood why you have to write down it like this, so that you can write down the proper answer here. And it looks also good, and it is going to help you to write down the events also in better way. Okay. So we have written this sample space and number of sample points. Now let us go towards the very first event. That means let A be the event that the number selected is a prime number. Okay. So first one, see, it is a prime number. So you can write down in short as event A colon that the number formed is prime number, or the number is prime number. So from here you find out all the prime numbers. All of you know the meaning of prime number well. Okay, the number which is divisible by 1 and the number itself. You cannot divide that number by any other number. Okay, it doesn't come in the table of other numbers except 1 and the number itself. Okay, so in the first line what you have here, 11, it's a prime, correct? Then next is what? 13 is prime. Then here 23, correct? Here 31, here 41 and 43. So find out all those numbers and write them down as a set. That set A is having all these numbers: 11, 13, 23, 31, 41 and 43. There are 6 numbers, therefore n of A is 6. All of you please write it down. Then we will go towards the next slide to find out the probability. If you are completed, you can write by yourself also. You know now how to find out the probability. know that probability of event A we are writing as P of A is equal to N of A upon N of S. So it will be 6 upon 20 and you can reduce it to the form 3 upon 20, correct? So I'm writing the next step, that is the probability here. See, P of A is equal to N of A upon N of S. N of A is 6 and N of S is 20, and we can reduce it to the form 3 upon 10. Both are divisible by 2. Okay, 2 3s are 6 and 2 10s are 20. This is our final answer. Okay, always your answer should be in the form of reduced here. Okay, it should be in the reduced form because it's a ratio, and we have studied that ratio is always in the reduced form. Now let us go towards the second event, that let B be the event that the number so formed is multiple of 4. Again you have to find out the numbers from the sample space itself. So all of you please see the sample space. In the first line what you have 12. 12 is divisible by 4. In the second line you have 20 and 24, two numbers. In the third line you have 32, and in fourth line you have 40 and 44. So write down all those numbers as set B, event B. Okay, it contains the numbers 12, 20, 24, 32, 40 and 44, and there are 6 numbers, so N of B is equal to 6. From that we can write down P of B. That means P of B is equal to N of S upon N of S, sorry, N of B upon N of S. 6 upon 20, that is 3 upon 20. Okay, it is similar. See, you can see both the places the answer is same. So the probability of the event that the number formed is multiple of 4 is 3 upon 10. Now let us go towards the third event. So that is we are taking as C. Let C be the event that the number so formed is multiple of 11. So find out all the numbers which are multiple of 11. So you will find that in the first line you have 11, in the second line you have 22, third line is having 33, and fourth line is having 44. The table of 11. Okay, but we have to think of only a sample space. So here we have these 4 sample points in set C, and therefore N of C is equal to 4. From that you can write down probability of event C as P of C. So P of C is equal to N of C divided by N of S, 4 upon 20, that is equal to 1 upon 5. Okay, please complete it. Okay, so let us move towards the second last question of this chapter, that is question number 16. Again this question is star mark because, as I have said, again it is different. Here the faces of die are given, but generally the faces of the die they bear the numbers 1 2 3 4 5 6, but now the numbers given are different, 0 1 2 3 4 5. So we have to write down the sample space by using all these numbers. Okay, so we are going to have 36 sample points, but the sample space is different. For the regular die we start with 1 1 and we end with 6 6, but here we are going to start with 0 0 and we are going to end with 5 5. So write down all the sample points here starting from 0. So first line is having 0 0 0 1 0 2 0 3 0 4 0 5. Then we are starting with 1. So 1 0 1 1 1 2 1 3 1 4 and so on. So in this way you are going to write down the sample space, which is similar to our regular die, but only here the numbers they are different. That is why the sample space also is different. Number of sample space points are 36. Same points are there because 6 faces and 2 dice. So 6 square is equal to 36. We have 36 sample points. So all of you please write down the sample points. Then we will see that what is the event and what is its probability. Okay, so see here, they have asked us to find the probability that the product of the digits on the upper face is 0. So first you write down the sample space properly, write down the number of sample points, that means n of s is equal to 36, and then we will find out the event, okay, and the probability of that particular event. Product is 0. If we want the product 0, then one number should be 0. So it is very easy to find out the sample points in event A. See the first line here and the first column. See, everywhere you will find that one number is 0. Okay, we want at least one number as 0. So it is very easy to write down the sample points for the event. First complete row and first column. Okay, so how many sample points you will have in event A? See, these are 6 here and these are 5 here. So you are going to have 11 sample points. Okay, so let us take the event A so that the product of the digits on the upper face is 0, and write down all the sample points. Okay, so 6 sample points here from the first row and remaining 5 from the first column. So we have n of A as 11, and therefore P of A is equal to n of A upon n of S, that is 11 upon 36. Okay, so this was also simple, only the thing was what the numbers on the die were different, that is why it was star mark. Okay, so the last question of the chapter, which is activity which you have to do by yourself, because no question as such is given, no numbers are provided. You have to take numbers of your choice and you have to complete this activity. Okay, so you can take any numbers of your choice, like total number of students in your class, you can take n of s as 60. Okay, then those who wear spectacles, you can take 5. So you can write down the sample space here. Sample space is not possible to write down because you are not going to write the number of all the students or name of all the students. Okay, so simply you can write down the n of s as 60, whatever you have taken it is. Okay, and you have to decide by yourself and you have to do it by yourself. Okay, so 2 activities are given, both the places you have to take your own numbers. Here you have to think of your class and you can take any numbers randomly and you can find out. Okay, those who are wearing spectacles and those who are not wearing spectacles. So as I said, if it is 5 here, then the P of A will be what, 5 upon 60, that is 1 upon 12, and not wearing remaining students means what, 55 divided by 60. So you can reduce it and you can write it. Now for activity 2, here also you have to decide any sample space. Take any sample space. Okay, and condition of event A is given that it should be an even number. So for example, you can take 10 numbers, 10 natural numbers. First 10 natural numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So n of s will be 10. Then you want to write even numbers. So write down even numbers, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So they are 5, and find out the probability. Okay. So in both the activities, such questions are called as what, open-ended questions, that every student is going to get the different answer because you are choosing the numbers by yourself. Okay, so these 2 activities you will solve by yourself. With this we have come to an end to the chapter number 5. Now see, chapter number 6 is totally deducted from your syllabus. Okay, according to new circular, chapter number 6 is not there. Okay, so next lecture onwards, I will start with your revision. We will solve some extra questions, and we will first I will discuss all the methods properly, and then we are going to see the extra questions also. Okay, challenging questions which are coming, those we will discuss. Okay, so students, today I am stopping here. Thank you.